guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite and the best part about being a single dad for me, so stay tuned, it's coming up right now. What's up and welcome back to this week's video. My name is Ethan, the conscious single dad, and this week we're talking about my favorite part about being a single dad and the best part for me, which a lot of people, when I share this with them, it triggers them. It makes them think like, hey, you shouldn't have that as the best part. That shouldn't be your favorite part about being a single dad. That's not okay to have that as that part. It's wrong. You're wrong. Don't do that. Don't say that. It makes me uncomfortable. Oh, it's weird. It makes me uncomfortable. And I used to feel that way too. I used to feel shame and guilt for having this as my favorite part about being a single dad. I used to carry that. And now as I begin to realize like there's no shame in this because it's the truth. And I think that everyone could step into loving this and appreciating this and doing this more. So my favorite part about being a single dad is in the 7 days that I don't have Lincoln. That's right. It's the time that I'm away from my son I love the most. So Cass and I, the mother of my son, Lincoln Love, we do a 7-day on, 7-day off. So I get him for 7 days, then she gets him for 7 days. And then I have 7 days to myself to do whatever it is that I desire. To love myself, to nurture myself, to take care of myself, to explore what it is that I like doing, to explore and create and find who I am, to work on a vision of who I want to become and who I want to be in this world, to think about the impact I want to have and the man that I'm being, and to be able to discover more about my emotions and my body and how I feel, and to dive into yoga and do different things. Like that's what this 7 days offers for me. It offers me a chance for me to discover who I am. And a lot of parents don't get that opportunity. Because when I'm with my son, there isn't much time. Because all of the stuff that I'm doing over here when I don't have, I'm doing for him. I'm nurturing him, I'm taking care of him, I'm loving him. I'm giving him all of my time and energy to help him and teach him and grow and be with him. And he's teaching me and I'm learning and it's triggering and there's so much that's happening and I often feel sometimes exhausted. And so it's like there's no time for me to work on me. There's rarely little time. It's very challenging. And then when I have the 7 days off, it's like I get all that time. And so I have that time to find me, to figure out who I am. And that is so important on this journey. And I think that that's the reason why it triggers a lot of parents, is because like a lot of parents become wrapped up in their children. It becomes their identity. It becomes who you are. You are just a mother and that is everything that you are. And they forget that they matter as a person, that I matter as an individual, that I'm a person. And they just become so obsessed and absorbed in their kids' lives. And then they want to live through their kids' life. They live vicariously and they push them to do all sorts of different things that they wish that they could have done. And so they become incredibly attached. And they don't get the space to figure out who it is that they are and what it is that they want in their life and who they want to become. And so that is why it is the best part for me, is because I get that space, I get that time to do those things. And by me doing those things, this is why it is the best part for me. By me doing those things, I am one hell of a father. I am more of a father than I ever would be without that time and space. Because the more that I figure out who I am, the more that I dive into my emotions, the more that I get an understanding of my body and what I am and what I want and who I'm after and how my emotions work and how to control and let go of things and surrender to them. The more that I dive deeper in meditation and presence and being and holding space and letting go of the ego and the triggering, and the more that I can just be present in the time that I don't have them, the more that I can be present in the time that I do. And that is where I get the return on investment. Everything that I put in over here into myself gets given to my son. And without me doing this, I wouldn't be able to give my son this. And that is why I love it, because it makes me one hell of a father. I get to show up and I get to be present as fuck. I get to see my son. I get to love him. I get to be in that space where I'm not worried. I'm not scared about what other people are going to think about me. I'm with him. I'm not scared of him not loving me and not liking me because I love me and I like me. So I let him and I give him the space just to do him. I give him the space to create and foster and to try different things and to write on the walls without me being like, hey, no, that's bad. I'm like, yo, that's awesome, cool. Next time, let's try this on paper and let's talk about where we can do this and let's help clean it up. Let's make it a game, right? The more present I can become, the better I am as a parent. And that is why the 7 days off is so important and is my favorite part because I become such a more involved, present, conscious, and loving father. So guys, I hope you like it and I hope you could take some value for it. And I want to know, what is the best part about being a single dad for you? Or what's the best part about being a parent for you? And even what's the best part about just being you? Feel free to share that in the comments below. I also ask that you subscribe to the channel just by clicking down there, either one. It's that big old red subscribe button that you can click, and make sure to hit on those bell notifications, the little bell, just alerts you when I post a new video. That way you never miss a thing. So thank you guys. I want to hear from you. What is your best part? Seriously, so much love from me to you and from Lincoln. I'll take that from his mom and put it to you guys as well. I hope you have a wonderful day and I cannot wait to see you on the next video.